What happens when anger behind the wheel meets the swift hand of karma? History shows us that people often get what they deserve. But when it's caught on camera, it's a whole different story. The streets have seen it all. Reckless drivers, impatient honkers, and those who think the road belongs only to them. But every now and then, fate steps in to balance the scales. In these moments, road rage doesn't just end in frustration. It ends with a lesson served in real time. Curious to see how? Let's take a look at some of the most unforgettable instances of instant karma caught on camera. A man thought pretending to be a cop would let him push others around without any consequences. Angry and determined, he tried to use his fake uniform to intimidate another driver. But the driver wasn't fooled. Sensing something wasn't right, the driver called him out, leading to a heated argument. The fake cop's attempt to scare the other driver failed miserably. Instead of backing down, the situation escalated and real police were called. In the end, the man was arrested for pretending to be a police officer.
I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it the fuck out before you start talking shit. Law is, go back and...
Pursuant to a probable cause warrant for falsely personating an officer.
This incident shows how trying to be someone you're not, especially when driven by anger, can land you in serious trouble. In Texas, a moment of road rage led to a dangerous crash when a driver, blinded by anger, recklessly hit a biker. The incident, which could have ended in tragedy, was caught on camera by a passing car. Instead of showing any concern for the biker's safety, the driver arrogantly dismissed the situation, saying,
I got it on video too. I don't care.
"I don't care," even when confronted with the video evidence. Later that afternoon, the driver was summoned to explain his actions, yet he remained indifferent, stating, "What were you doing? You get them, don't care." This careless attitude not only highlights the dangers of road rage, but also shows how a single moment of anger can lead to severe consequences. The footage captured by the other car serves as a stark reminder that reckless behavior on the road can impact lives in an instant, with little regard for the safety of others. You'd think that someone who loses their cool on the road would at least know how to control their own vehicle. But in this case, frustration got the best of a driver who didn't even manage to put his car in park. In the heat of the moment, he jumped out, ready to confront another driver, but forgot a crucial step: securing his car. As he stepped out, the car, still in gear, started to roll backward, and in a twist of fate, it hit him.
I'm not fucking waiting for anyone. What are you doing? Say.
Idiot!
The irony of the situation couldn't be more clear. In his rush to act on his anger, he became a victim of his own carelessness. This incident shows just how quickly things can go wrong when emotions take over, and how sometimes karma doesn't need any help at all. When you come across someone raging on the road, the best thing you can do is ignore them. That's what happened here. One driver was furious, trying to get a reaction, but the other driver just stayed calm and didn't respond.
Take a video. Get the out of your car.
Instead of calming down, the angry driver got even more mad. He honked, shouted, and did everything to get attention, but nothing worked. The calm driver's refusal to engage only made the situation worse for the angry one. In the end, the road rager was left frustrated, realizing that his anger had no effect. This moment shows how ignoring someone's rage can sometimes be the best way to handle it, leaving them powerless and defeated. In a shocking road rage incident on Interstate 45 in Houston, Texas, a woman allegedly fired a gun into a vehicle where a 2-year-old toddler was seated. On July 26, 2 vehicles were driving north when they came to a stop. A man and woman, later identified as 34-year-old Benjamin Green and 40-year-old Nazli Ortiz, got out of their truck and approached another driver. Green assaulted the driver, who tried to escape by driving off. As the driver attempted to flee, Ortiz fired a gun into the back seat of the car, where the victim's young son was seated. Thankfully, the driver only sustained a possible graze wound and was taken to the hospital. Both Ortiz and Green were arrested and now face serious assault charges. This terrifying incident serves as a reminder of how quickly road rage can escalate into life-threatening violence. In Texas, a van driver decided to provoke a motorcyclist named William by speeding up and giving him the finger while he was riding. But the situation didn't stop there. The van driver took things further by throwing a water bottle right into William's face before driving off as if nothing had happened. This act of aggression pushed William over the edge. Furious, he grabbed a stone from the road and hurled it at the van's window, shattering the glass. With adrenaline pumping, William sped away, leaving behind a trail of shattered glass and heightened tensions. This incident is a clear example of how quickly tempers can flare on the road, leading to actions that both parties might regret. In a shocking incident, a sedan suddenly collided with a motorcyclist who was waiting patiently at a red light. The impact was severe, almost beheading the motorcyclist, though he miraculously survived. Instead of checking on the rider, the driver of the sedan jumped out of his car, fuming with anger, and began yelling at the motorcyclist. But as quickly as his rage flared up, it died down, perhaps realizing the gravity of the situation. This incident is a stark reminder that losing your temper on the road can turn a minor traffic mishap into something far more dangerous, leading to serious consequences that could have easily been avoided. Controlling anger in such situations is crucial, as a momentary lapse in judgment can lead to significant damages and unwanted legal troubles. In a construction zone, a Mini Cooper driver decided to push his luck by speeding up and trying to overtake a truck on the right, even though the lane was about to end. This reckless move led to the Mini Cooper hitting the truck's cargo box, breaking its passenger side mirror. Instead of admitting fault, the driver of the Mini Cooper attempted to argue with the truck driver, insisting that the accident was the truck's fault. This incident is a clear example of how impatience and poor decision-making on the road can quickly lead to unnecessary conflicts and damages. Trying to blame others for your own mistakes only makes the situation worse and can escalate tensions further. In a disturbing incident, a man was calmly walking his bicycle across the street when an SUV suddenly sped up and knocked him off the road. Despite the obvious difference between a pedestrian biker and a motorcyclist, the SUV driver seemed enraged. Without a second thought, the driver got out of his vehicle and aggressively grabbed the man who had been walking with his bike. This incident highlights how quickly road rage can escalate, even in situations where there's no clear reason for such intense anger. It's a reminder that everyone on the road, whether driving or walking, is vulnerable to the unpredictable and often dangerous actions of others. A prior disagreement between two men escalated into a heated shouting match as they waited at a red light. Tensions boiled over when the man in the car suddenly threw open his door, knocking down the man on his motorcycle. Fueled by anger, the driver jumped out of his car, ready to confront the biker with an aggressive attitude. Despite a bystander's advice to calm down, the driver ignored the warnings and continued his aggressive approach. However, karma had other plans. After causing the chaos, the driver found himself having to leave quietly, humbled by the situation that unfolded. This incident serves as a reminder that letting anger control your actions can quickly lead to regret and unintended consequences.
Take a video! Get the out of your car!
These 10 incidents show us just how quickly road rage can spiral out of control, turning a simple drive into a dangerous encounter. Whether it's a fake cop trying to intimidate others, or a driver letting his emotions take the wheel.
I'm not fucking waiting for anyone. What are you doing?
I got it on video too. I don't care.
Each of these moments is a powerful reminder to stay calm and think twice before reacting on the road. The consequences of losing your temper can be severe, and sometimes karma doesn't wait to serve justice. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more real-life stories like these, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on all our latest content, and it also helps us continue bringing you more eye-opening videos. And remember, the next time you feel your temper rising behind the wheel, think about these stories. Sometimes the best response is no response at all.
Get the out of your